All right. Hey, hi, good morning, everybody. My name is Peter. I'm the track designer and race director of this race called Terra Inferno, and we are on the Dominican Republic right now. So I wanted to make a little video and explain what this race is all about. Since it's the first time we do it, there are so many things that we kind of figured out along the way. And today is Friday the 18th. The race starts tomorrow with the prologue, and then we have the final race out here in the jungle on Sunday. And I wanted to go through the rules, more or less, or the concept, in other words, for you to understand and know what to expect from the race. I'm sorry I'm not going to have time to put subtitles on it and make a nice video, so I'm just going to post this raw, and hopefully it will help to some extent to the riders. And for those of you that are following the race from home, also you know what to expect and what you're watching. Hopefully everything will be live. At least the prologue is going to be live streamed. Jungle race, not completely sure yet. Anyways, I've been here 1 month, and right now I'm alone. It's almost 9 a.m., which is very close to the time of the race in 48 hours. So I wanted to do a one complete lap on the 6-kilometer racetrack out here in the jungle right behind me, and the mine behind the camera. And just to test the moisture or whatever the terrain, because it's usually a little bit more wet in the morning. So let's see how slippery the rocks are. Anyways, so the concept is this: we're gonna have a 2-day competition, and you can enter in one of 7 different categories. We have Pro, A, B, C, D, Master A, Master B. That's 7 categories. And pros are obviously pros, and we have Wade Young and Manuel Lettenbicher in that category. So pretty sure that that they are going to get first or second, and the good prize money that we offer on this event. And then we have also a team category, and the team category consists of 3 to 5 people. The team category is something that people really accepted nicely and enjoyed preparing themselves for. So within the actual individual competition of all these 7 categories, we have the team. And for the prologue, everyone gets to do a practice in the morning, and then later in the afternoon, when the live TV is on from 4 to 6 p.m., we do 1 hot lap each, and that hot lap sends each of these riders into 1 of 3 finals: the C or the B and the A final. Each final is going to be 5 minutes. And as some of you might have seen, we've been doing some a little bit radical, sketchy things, such as a freestyle jump onto a suspended platform. So you jump onto that, and then you jump off the platform onto a freestyle motocross landing ramp. We had to downscale that a little bit because it was a little bit too crazy, I think. And then we have a wall ride that I tested yesterday, and maybe you saw that video as well, in the water. So it's a little bit sketchy. You don't want to fall in the water for sure, because that will probably end your event. And then we have the airplane that's been cut in 2 pieces, and the idea is to enter the door where you normally walk up to get into your flight. And since everything is gone inside the airplane, you just ride out, you jump out the back door, Travis Pastrana style, not very high, maybe 5-8 meters, and then you land on a big bunch of dirt. So hopefully that's going to work out just fine, and everything is being set up today. So later I can go and do a lap and explain a little bit more about the prologue there. So again, the idea is to do a hot lap, and that hot lap is determining whether or not you go into one of those 3 finals. And we're expecting not everyone to be able to enter the final, just because I think there's going to be too many riders. But it's one of those things over here, you kind of have to wait and see until the last minute how many people shows up for the race. And it's a free race, by the way, so yeah, you never know if 100 more people end up showing up. But the prologue anyways is invitational only, but I'm not sure how many accepted that invitation, so we'll just have to wait and see. So whoever wins the final A gets to pick right here best starting position for the jungle race. And speaking of the there's the individual race, and then there's the team race. So there'll be teams in the prologue, and within, let's say you're 5 guys racing the prologue, each of you get, let's say you get 2nd, 5th, 13th, 20th and 25th. So that gives you 5 different amounts of points. And the point system in the team race goes like this. If you win, you get 1,000 points. If you're second, you get 950 points, 900 for third, 850, 800, and so forth until 30th. 31st doesn't get any point, but I'm also only expecting roughly 40 riders. There will be 30 guys that win points and 10 people that don't win any points at all. So if you're a team of 5, naturally you're going to be making a bigger sum of points compared to the team of 3, obviously. So how do we make this a fair competition? We take the average of these 5 guys, and that's the amount of point the team as a whole gets to transfer to the jungle race. And the jungle race is the same format within the team category. You get to race the whole 3-hour race, and if you win, you get 3,000 points, because the jungle race is so much more difficult and hard to finish. And if you get second, you get 2,900 points, and third 2,800 points, and so forth. And again, you're going to take that average of all those points. And okay, hang on a second. Here comes. Hola, buenos días.
Buen día.
¿Qué tal?
Migración.
Ya, mira, estoy haciendo un video. Le damos un minuto, porfa. Tú sabes. Okay, so these are. Let me just turn the camera right over real quick. Saluda. That's Eddie, Bernardo, Cangrejo, and the rest. So these are the guys that's been helping out hugely in making this racetrack. We've been out here literally for 1 month, and now they look at me like I'm from another planet because I speak another language. Yeah, usted sabe, ¿no? Porque eso va a durar unos 10 minutos más. Eso va a durar unos 10 minutos más. Dale. Okay, so where were we? We were talking about, you get, there's these 5 different categories, or 5 different chunks of points, and you take the average from the jungle race, and you combine the average of points from the prologue with the jungle race, and that's how you win as a team, right? And then there's the actual individual race. So whoever won the prologue, he gets to line up first, like in most races, for the main race, which is the jungle race, and so forth. And the jungle race is, like I said, 3 hours, and the racetrack is 6 kilometers. And so you have 7 categories, and within those 7 categories we have 3 different colors of numbers for the bikes. We have red, which goes for Pro and A. We have yellow, that goes for B, C, Master A, and Master B. And then we have green, which goes for D. D is the lowest category, Pro is the highest. So Pro and A with the red numbers on their bikes are obliged to always take the fire lines. The fire lines is a name we come up with for 8 different sections where there is a very significant change in difficulty. So whenever the A numbered riders, Pro and A, they see this split sign, they're gonna have to choose fire, and we're gonna have a person there making sure everybody do that. And if they don't, we also have a piece of paper, and we're gonna write down that that person didn't do it, and he's gonna be penalized. The yellow numbers, which were B, C, Master A, and Master B, they can choose whether they want to do the fire line or the chicken line. They can always choose, except for 2 places. There's going to be 2 places during the racetrack of these 8 splits that they can't enter. They can never choose that. One of those 2 sections is just too hard. It will be just asking for trouble from the organization's side if we let in people that are not capable of riding it, because they're going to make a lot of trouble, crash, be in the way, etc. So they can't go into that specific section. And then there's the other section that's exclusive to Pro and A. They also can't enter that because the chicken line is not long enough to make up for the difficulty of the hard line. However, that specific line where it's not so hard, but it's the finish line, and that line is going to be open, and everyone at the end of the race, after 3 hours, we're going to make a barricade, so everybody with yellow numbers and green numbers, all the categories, are being forced to go into that line that was throughout the whole race exclusive to the Red Riders. So I hope that makes sense. Why? Because that last line is the finish line, and on top of that hill there is the Red Bull Arch, and that's kind of where we want people to have their finish photo and finish experience done as compared to any other place during the racetrack. So that's that, I think. So that was 7 different categories, 1 team category. We had 2 different tracks, which is the fire line and the chicken line, and we have 3 different numbers, 3 different colors of numbers for the bikes: red, yellow, green, chicken, fire, 7 categories, and team. And yeah, so, and then there's the rules and regulations, more than this, a 10 pages document on our website somewhere, and yeah, but those are not so interesting. This is the general story of Terra Inferno 2019, and I'm already sweating. So imagine how this is going to feel like in 2 or 3 hours with a heart rate all the way up there in the cloud. I'm gonna head out now and do a lap, maybe do a little bit of talking meanwhile, I'm not sure, but hope you enjoyed this explanatory video, and I'll see you somewhere. Bye.